What's up, friends? Welcome back to the Damsel in Success podcast, coming at you live from the school pickup line. Wanted to wanted to come to you guys. I've been super excited about talking to you guys about this. Like I posted earlier on the page, we're going to be talking about perception and how you can change your perception to be able to attract and achieve the things that you really want. So I had heard on a podcast earlier. I listened to Rob Dial very regularly. He's awesome. If you guys need another podcast to listen to, he is fabulous. He talks a lot about mindset, motivation, all that kind of stuff. He's really great. But he had said something that I really it got me, man. I was just like, I was shook. I was speechless. And y'all know that never happens. I am never, ever speechless. But what he had said was, just ask yourself, if somebody asked you what's the likelihood of you making $1 million in the next year, percentage wise, what do you think that is? And y'all know me, I was optimistic about it. I was like, 30%. That's just the first number that came to my mind. I don't know, but I said 30%. Well, he got to talk about it. He was like, most people will say 0%. There's 0% chance. Just no way, no earthly way that could ever happen, legally at least, that they could make $1 million in the next year. So I was like, oh, well, that's kind of sad. And he said, there's some people out there that say, oh, well, there's maybe like a 1% or a 2% or a 3% or whatever that happens to be. And I'm like, man, okay. All right, I gotcha. And then he switched it up. He said, okay, now what if somebody asked you if you could make, or if you didn't make $1 million in the next year, everybody you know and love would die. That changes things a little bit, right? That kind of shifts your perception a little bit. It goes from just a casual, oh, it would be nice to make $1 million, but I can live on what I'm making right now, to, oh my gosh, if this doesn't happen, everybody I know and love is going to die. Like, this is a really pressing issue. So you're going to start taking action, right? You're going to get off your butt and you're going to work for it. You are going to do it no matter what. You are going to just stop ho-humming around and procrastinating. You're going to make it happen. Come hell or high water, you are going to make $1 million in the next year, right? I would hope so. Especially if I'm somebody that you know or love, I hope so. So I just want you guys to have that mindset, have that perception and it doesn't even have to be money. It doesn't have to be $1 million. What if it's, happiness? What if it's, heck, $100,000? What if it's, that perfect relationship, that perfect friendship? What if you want to, be a better parent? Whatever your want is, just think about that in the sense of this $1 million, that if you don't achieve it, it's a very pressing issue. Because it is, it's very, very possible that your livelihood, your family's livelihood is at stake if you are not constantly improving. Because if you just stay stagnant, or if you maybe have some qualities that you need to improve on, and you're not being your best self, you're not putting your best self forward, first off, that is a disservice to you. It's a disservice to your family. It's a disservice to your friends and those who you are meant to serve. So think about it that way. Think about it that we get one life, guys. We only get one life, okay? And that should motivate you enough as it is. We have to have the perception that nobody knows when their last day is going to be. We could die tomorrow. And the last thing that I want you guys to do is have that regret that you did not take the action. That this is very, very serious. I think people always think that they have all the time in the world, and then they blink and they're on their deathbed, like, where did that 90 years go or whatever? So I want you guys to just be very, very conscious. I know that was kind of dark to be thinking about, but that's how serious it is. That's how pressing it is. That's how important your perception is, okay? So I hope that made some sense to you guys. I hope that helped you guys out. I hope that you have an amazing rest of your Thursday, and I look forward to talking with you again soon.